crypto wallets are not familiar. They're not normal. Normal people don't use them. Crypto people use them, developers use them, people that have got patience to try things and break things and learn things. People that use Revolut and Monzo, they want it to work, and it has to work first time, and it has to be easy, and it has to work every time. So that's what we're building at Bento. We're building a wallet that is has a familiar feeling.
Is your message not getting across? Try a corporate comic. Hey Dave, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us today. Really appreciate it. So to start, I'd love you to tell us about your experience and what brought you to Web3.
Sure. So I started out, my background is traditional finance, and I had a passion for stopping people moving pieces of paper around. Working at a company the size of JP Morgan, there were a lot of people doing things that I considered inefficient. I probably told them and probably got told where to go, but that's I've been a disruptor. I've always been someone that wants to change things, and that's how I got interested in Web3. I learned about blockchain, learned about Ripple, wanted to find out more how that could really stop these pieces of paper being moved around, how I could make 200 people more efficient, and that was just on my floor. So yeah, that's how I got into it. That's how I got down the rabbit hole. And then you start reading and learning and finding out what mining is and thinking, what the heck is this supposed to be doing, and how the hell is mining with electricity supposed to be doing anything? It's all very confusing and fun, but yeah, and there's so much more material now to read. It's even more exciting.
Amazing. And so tell us about your company and what the main problem you guys are trying to solve.
Sure. So Bento is creating a new wallet. So we've got wallets out there already, but they're not very user friendly. The example I keep using is my girlfriend's sister. She is someone that has recently got involved in online banking. Now, most people use online banking anyway, but they probably don't use crypto wallets. The reason I use her as an example is because these are people that are kind of techno savvy, and they're only going to spend their money or use something they find familiar. As user, people that have got patience to try things and break things and learn things. People that use Revolut and Monzo, they want it to work, and it has to work first time, and it has to be easy, and it has to work every time. So that's what we're building at Bento. We're building a wallet that has a familiar feeling. It feels like a typical online banking. You go in there, it's going to work. You're not going to have to worry too much about gas fees and things like bridging. It's going to be set up very simply, so you can use address books to send things. You haven't got to worry about losing your password. We're a completely decentralized system, but there's ways of recovering your passphrase, and your private key if you lose it. So you're not going to have this typical fear of, I can have it all in my control, but then I'll lose everything. We're going to ensure that you can earn risk-adjusted yields, so similar to interest you'd get in a bank account. We're going to provide cards so you can spend your crypto in shops using, transferring it into fiat. So there's going to be an on-ramp process and an off-ramp process that's seamless. We're going to ensure that we're covering things like gas fees. So, when you go to the shop and you've got £10 in your wallet, you can spend £10, not, I've got £10 in my wallet, how much do I need to leave in there for gas fees? These are the sort of headaches that normal people don't want. So this is what we're solving. We're creating a wallet for everyday use. It can take salaries and things like that, and just be used as a typical bank account that people would see.
Tell us how the project is going so far.
It's going very well. We're about to launch, so we're going to a beta, our soft launch, in the next week or so, and we've just been building and testing a lot up to this point. We've got an invite-only user list, which you can, if you go to bento.app, you can join our beta list. But we're keeping it invite-only at the moment, purely so we can ensure that we're just in control of testing and bugs as we roll it out. But yeah, like I said, it's going live in the next week or so. We're really excited because so far it's looking really sexy, and it's just different. It's a different type of wallet. It's using all these new things. It's got MPC, it's got account abstraction, all these things that seem to be coming out. People add them to their current wallets, but they don't make the user experience any easier. So I'm really looking forward to having a wallet that we can provide to people that works for them.
Amazing. Sounds really. I'm a big digital banking fan, and I find it way easy to use. So I can definitely see why that would be an interesting angle and an important angle to approach from. So for our next question, could you tell us one myth about your industry?
One myth. Okay, well, Elizabeth Warren and Jamie Dimon seem to be banging on about it quite a lot at the moment, and that's crypto's only used for crime. Now, I mean, apart from the fact that using a blockchain for crime is a bit of a stupid thing to do, considering it could all be traced, and that the amount of crime in fiat currency is a lot more prolific, I would say that that's the biggest myth at the moment. It's not used just for crime, and the percentage of it that's used for crime is significantly smaller than fiat.
And for our last question, for someone who is starting in Web3, what would you tell them?
Build a network. It's the best thing. Web3 about being decentralized, about everybody getting involved. You're going to learn quicker. You're going to get involved in lots more projects. You're going to use your ideas and learn from other people's ideas. Networking in Web3 is definitely the biggest thing that you should be doing.
And if somebody wanted to reach out to you about Bento, how would they go about doing that?
Like I said, you can go to the website, which is bento.app. You can find me on X, which is D Burrows, or you can find me on LinkedIn, and happy to talk about it more there.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck with the launch.
Thank you.